Alright, let's look at the homework 2.1, 2.2, problem number 3. Alright, so let's use the limit definition to find the slope of the tangent line to this guy. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so it's going to be, slope of the tangent line M is going to be, it's going to be a limit as delta x approaches 0. Alright, and in this case, A is this value right here. So A is 5. So we're going to do f of 5 plus delta x minus f of 5 over delta x. Alright? Then we just have to use the function notation to evaluate it. So you have a limit delta x approaches 0. Right? Then we have f of 5 plus delta x. So we just have to replace x by 5 plus delta x. So you have 25 minus 5 plus delta x squared minus f of 5. So you have 25 minus x is 5 now. So it's 5 squared. Right? And all over delta x. Right? Then we can cancel a bunch of things here. So you have, let's see, it's actually, there's a 25 here, minus 25, so you can cancel those. Right? And if you multiply this out, we're going to get, so limit as delta x approaches 0. Alright, don't forget this negative sign here, so the negative sign is still there. And if you square that, you get 5 squared, so it's 25. And plus 2 times 5 times delta x is 10 delta x plus delta x squared. So you have a delta x squared. Right? Maybe I should put square bracket there instead of the parentheses so that we don't get confused here. Alright, then we have, there's a negative negative, so it's double negative, so it's going to be a plus 5 squared is 25. Alright, and all over delta x. Alright, you see that there's a negative 25 here, and there's a positive 25 we can cancel out. And then we have two terms left over. So here's a 10 delta x, and then you have delta x squared with the negative sign here. So I'm going to factor out delta x since both of those guys have delta x in it. Alright, so a negative sign is already there, and we factor out delta x. Right, so if you pull delta x out here, you have 10 left over here. And you pull out the delta x from the delta x squared, you have another delta x left over. Alright, then you have all over delta x. Alright, so we can cancel delta x on top and delta x on the bottom. And then delta x approaches 0. So this term disappears because it goes to 0. Right? So you can see that what's left is negative 10. Right? So slope of the tangent line to the graph of f of x at the 5, 0 is negative 10. Right? So let's type it in. We have negative 10. Right? Let's check the answer. Alright, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.